So a big cyclone is predicted, and usually they say God is a Trini, which should mean that hurricanes don't actually touch Trinidad. But still there's about a 20% chance today that coming night we will have tropical storm force winds. So we decide to prepare the boat for worst case scenario. So yeah, we're gonna take the Genoa down, take it from the roller furler, take away the tents, put out extra ropes, stuff like that.
The Skylarking Ilios, sailing the seas when the warm sun drives. Feel the breeze in the tropics we roll. Skylarking Ilios, the oceans are home. Hoist the sails to the reggae beat. Skylarking Ilios, life so sweet. Life is a blessing, grateful every day. Together, we skylark and sail. Together.
And it's back. So put it behind the mast? Maybe that's nice.
Ik zal nog even aan elkaar draaien. So we prepared the stern anchor, and Sun is rowing it out now.
And now we just wait and see what the next 36 hours have to offer us.
So good morning. It's Monday morning, and we're here at TTYA in Trinidad, and we've been watching Beryl very closely, the hurricane that's coming by. It should be almost in Grenada and the Grenadines right now, and I just want to show you all what happened yesterday. If you look at the anchorage, it's full of boats, and this is only here. There are many more boats anchored at the port of Spain, and on the east side of this bay there are the well-known shipyards Peak and Power boats. There's more boats there. I've heard there's been more than 100 boats coming in yesterday, all fleeing from Grenada. They made it all safely. We're here, and until now we've just had some rain. No wind yet. They said we might get some thunderstorms still. And the north of the island, the weather will be different than here. So far so good.
That evening we had some strong winds from a thunderstorm, but other than that it was calm. So God still seems to be a Trini. So like many things on the boat, and they work for a few days and then poof. So maybe because they weren't used for so long, there has been some rust or something else that maybe is like a little bit broken, and once you start using it, it breaks all the way. So same for the inverter. So we bought a new inverter, and today I'm gonna install it. And first I thought I can just place it back, replace it for the other one, but because this one is a bit bigger, like the previous one was 600 watts and this one is 1200 watts, I thought maybe it's wise to look at the cable size, and the cables of the old one were actually already tiny for the 600 watts. So we decided just to put it in a different place and make a complete new system. Plan is to put it next to the battery charger. It should fit exactly in this spot, so that would be nice. And my plan is to use these nice thick cables to connect the inverter to the batteries. I ended up having to move the battery charger anyway, but after moving it 2 centimeters to the right, the inverter fitted nicely on the left side of it. Okay, so sometime later, and one big mess, but I'll show you what I've done. So I connected the positive and the negative wires that go to the batteries, but one I made like a central negative station over here, because over here I want to put 2 solar chargers, so they can go on the same negative. So then one cable is going down into this side on this shunt, so that's for that common negative, and then the other one is going through here to the main switch. So then here it comes in. I put in an 80 amp fuse, then put the wire here on the side of the switch that if you turn it off it doesn't have any power. So moment of truth, gonna turn the switch, hopefully nothing explodes. Alright, well, first signs are positive. So now I'm just gonna test if it actually works. Let's see. So of course this is not how it will be in the future, just to see if it actually creates any power. Oh, doesn't look too good. Let me see, maybe it doesn't work with the eco function. Put it on. Try again. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, that's nice. Okay, 220. So we have 3 toilets in the boat. All original Blake Victory, I think they're called. But none of them are working. None of them, not a single one is working. So we have to see what we can do, because these are not toilets that you just throw away. We looked on the internet, like one toilet if you buy it new is like 7,000 US or up. So yeah, let's see if we can get them back to life. For now nothing is going up or down, or it's really moving, so start with taking stuff apart. So normally you would take these ones out to work on it, but because it's raining a lot lately, I thought this one's not going up and down, so I thought I'd first just take out all these screws here, took off the handle, and see if I can soak it a bit, maybe with some vinegar and salt, and see if we can get most of the corrosion from the copper out of there, or if that will help to get the plunger moving. After a night of soaking, vinegar, baking soda. Hoppa! There she comes. Oh, that's nice. Nice, nice, nice. Yay! Yeah. And toilet number 1 is working! Just 2 more to go. We saw this weird fish swimming most of the time with his head out of the water. Almost like if he's trying to catch animals or so, little flying animals out of the air. Does anyone have an idea what kind of fish this is? So one of the nice things about being with the boat at the Trinidad and Tobago Sailing Association is that we have a really nice bar here. So after a hard day work, you can just go ashore and have a drink with some friends. So this is my friend Basta. And Basta is actually one of the reasons that we could buy Ilios, because he had some contacts so we could get in contact with the owner instead of having to play through a broker, which worked out really well for us. So how long have you been here at TTSA?
About 30 years.
30 years?
Yeah.
Wow. So you must really like it here.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wanna come in the video?
Yes, the ambience by the sea. I like by the sea. Don't mind, I don't sail too much.
Yeah. Yeah. And when did we meet? 11 years ago or something?
2014 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2014 I first
Yeah.
met Sana and Marai.
A long time ago. And we always stayed in touch, so that's real nice.
Not every day, every month, but we keep in touch. I always know where they are and they know what I hear. Sitting at the bar. So how long you all staying in Trinidad again?
Well, this season we stay at least till the end of the hurricane season, and then hopefully, yeah, like end of November, I think. So hopefully then the boat will be ready enough to sail. So if she's not ready, we have to stay longer, which I don't mind because I love Trinidad.
Alright.
But
Some more the Caribbean do.
exactly. So if she's ready enough to sail and go out in the ocean, then we sail up north and maybe come back for Carnival, something like that. That would be nice.
You know, going back to the Pacific right now. Not right now. Maybe.
No, not right now. Yeah, I think it would be wise to like test out the boat first.
Right.
So sail a season in the Caribbean, and then if everything goes well, maybe next year go into the Pacific.
And yeah, in touch with Marai, he's coming about a month, so he comes back.
Yeah, he's preparing the boat now, so he's preparing dynamite. And hopefully after the weekend he will sail. So yeah, up to Malaysia and see if we can find a buyer there. That would help a lot though, because money is running low now, so it would be nice if we could sell the other boats.
Timing.
Yeah, it's all about timing in life, right?
And I know you hurt him to sell that boat, he loved that boat, but
I have a good friend who always says, time is not of the essence, only timing is of the essence. Yeah. Ashton? Yeah. So what are you drinking?
white coke, Angostura white coke rum.
Alright.
Rum.
Tastes good?
It's good. It's not the healthiest of alcohols, but works for me.
Yeah, I think Angostura can be happy to have you as a customer.
Yeah.
I think the whole of Trinidad has a very interesting history actually. With all the different cultures coming here. When did the Indians came?
When they after emancipation, the Africans say they're not going back on the boat.
Yeah.
As Indians who want to come and have to pay them. They call it Indian care laborers. What year was that? 18?
So like slavery ended, and then the African people they said, yeah, well, we're not gonna work for your guys anymore, not even if you pay us. So then they went over to India and said, well, we're gonna pay you guys, but you have to come with us to Trinidad and work the sugarcane fields here. And the Indians came in, but then they never went back. They just stayed here.
There was a lot of problems in India, and they treat not the wealthy on Spain. You peasant kind of people.
Yeah.
And they become like, we all mix, such a mix.
Yeah.
And we have a saying, how we vote is not how we party. Because Indians vote for Indians, Africans vote for Africans. But when party time, we all...
Everyone live together.
Yeah, eating your roti, you eating my pillow.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's only during election time there's some rivalry, and for the rest it's just peace and love.
How we vote is not how we party.
Yeah. So do you believe God is a Trini?
Yes, but we mustn't take it for granted.
Alright, yeah. So
He has been good to us. There was an advertisement for Grenada. Let's go Grenada. Well, I think the hurricane will sing that song when they're coming down. For Grenada.
What was it about the song?
Well, they're telling everybody who traveling from Europe or wherever, let's go Grenada. And they're showing you how beautiful and how nice. I think the hurricane could sing that song.
Because they think like, oh, it's so nice, I want to go
When they leave
there.
Africa, let's go Trinidad.
Yeah, poor Kariakou and Mayro and yeah.
All over the world are trouble, so all kind of different.
Alright, thanks for talking, man.
Okay, sir. Thanks for having me to speak. How much you reaching all I don't know, look man.
Alright, that was it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed meeting my friend Busta. See you in 2 weeks.